because I don't think it's even close. LeBron should not be mentioned in the same name with Michael Jordan. And that's what it like hurt people's feelings to hear that. Watching LeBron play the game and knowing the way MJ played the game and the way he prepared for the game, it is a disrespectful disgrace that somebody started putting LeBron James with his bag and his skill set that is showing now that he has to go do a pick and roll in order to get a point guard on him so that he can do a turnaround jump shot that doesn't get blocked by somebody his size. This is LeBron James bag.
Kwame Brown has never been one to bite his tongue. But this time, he didn't just criticize LeBron James. He tried to remove him entirely from the GOAT conversation. And according to Kwame, it's not even debatable. In his words, the comparison between LeBron James and Michael Jordan isn't close, isn't fair, and isn't real. Brown believes the entire debate has been manufactured, inflated, and pushed by modern media narratives that ignore what basketball dominance actually looked like in its purest form.
MJ wouldn't have gave a who was on him at 40 or even right now. Kobe Bryant, MJ, those guys did not cheat the game. They stayed true to the game. The reason why you play defense is because you trying to dominate and destroy the next opponent.
Is LeBron really in the GOAT conversation? Or has longevity and media hype confused people about what true greatness looks like? Drop your answer in the comments.
I was around MJ, was around his mannerisms in the morning, in the afternoon, midday. I was around Kobe Bryant. And I've seen these guys at their best, at their worst, when they're angry, when they're not so angry, when they're funny. I've seen it all. So if everybody else can talk about who they've been around, then my story, I hold weight in this GOAT conversation. I told y'all need to stop having this GOAT conversation, period.
Kwame Brown says the problem isn't just fans arguing online. The real issue, according to him, is that people who never watched Michael Jordan prepare, practice, or dominate in real time are trying to rewrite history. Brown argues that watching LeBron play today, especially late in his career, exposes something fundamental that was always there. LeBron's game was never built on skill mastery the way Jordan's was. And now that LeBron's athleticism has declined, that gap is impossible to hide.
In order for me to explain why Kobe is better than LeBron, it's going to take LeBron down a little bit. And in order for me to explain why why MJ is better than LeBron, it may take LeBron down a little bit.
Brown starts by making something very clear. He was around both eras. He was around Michael Jordan. He was around Kobe Bryant. He saw their mannerisms in the morning, in practice, in the afternoon, and during games. He saw them when they were angry, locked in, relaxed, joking, and exhausted. And because of that, he believes his voice carries real weight in the GOAT conversation. This isn't opinion from highlights or box scores. This is firsthand experience.
LeBron lost his athleticism, which we all said was going to happen. And now he's relegated to just bullying people over and going up looking for the referee to give him a call. And this is what you guys call the best scorer in the league. No, he was the best in transition. And we can show video of him leaking out early. So with his speed, we all know why he's the leading scorer. He's been in there 23 years. But when you talk about going to get a bucket, just get a ball out and going to get a bucket, and you got that man above Jelly Bean Bryant or MJ, then you don't know about basketball.
According to Kwame, Jordan and Kobe did not cheat the game. They stayed true to it. They practiced at game speed, simulated pressure situations, and attacked weaknesses before anyone else could. Jordan practiced shots he expected to take while double-teamed. Kobe ran post-move combinations at full speed every single day. Their preparation wasn't about conserving energy or extending careers. It was about domination. It was about destroying the opponent mentally and physically.
The way MJ dominated the game, the way I watched Kobe prepare in practice, the way I watched Steph Curry prepare in practice. He's not shooting one-legged jump shots like I see LeBron play around. The reason why Kobe and MJ couldn't make it to 23 years is because they practiced the way they played the game. MJ practiced that he was going to get double teamed at that spot, so he faded away. I'd be like, what in the hell? I'm Why in the hell is he doing that? He be by himself, boom, 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 pulling up, boom, 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 pull, pump, fake, pump. I'm like, what in the hell? I'm a teenager. I'm looking at this. The f is he doing? He out there simulating the game, recreating where he got double teamed from, and he's doing it game speed. Kobe Bryant is in the post, and it's crazy. I got traded to LA. Kobe Bryant, game speed in the post, a series of 7-8 moves, going to the left, going to the right, going middle, dunking it, go fading away. He had series of moves that they did game speed every single day.
That's where Brown draws the sharpest contrast with LeBron James. He says LeBron's game has always relied on strength, speed, and athletic advantages rather than a deep offensive bag. Now that LeBron is older, Brown claims we're finally seeing the truth. LeBron has to hunt mismatches. He needs a switch. He needs a smaller defender. He needs a pick and roll to force a point guard onto him so he can turn and shoot without getting blocked by someone his size.
There's no way you get to year 23. There's no way. Your legs are going to give out. I watched Kobe. They said he couldn't play defense. I watched Kobe start doing defensive slide drills. I said, what in the hell is he doing? Because he's doing these drills so that he have no holes in his game. Kobe Bryant, MJ, those guys did not cheat the game. They stayed true to the game. The reason why you play defense is because you trying to dominate and destroy the next opponent. The reason why you play hard in the All-Star game is because amongst the best of the best, you proven that you're the best.
Kwame Brown argues that Michael Jordan never cared who was guarding him. At 40 years old, according to Brown, Jordan would still break defenders down, get to his spot, rise up, and score. Put a 7-footer on him one-on-one, Jordan would still find a way. That confidence, that inevitability, is what separates true great scorers from players who rely on systems and advantages. Brown also expands this criticism beyond LeBron to modern basketball as a whole. He believes today's game rewards comfort over confrontation. Players are too friendly, too cool with each other. In earlier eras, all-star games were battles. Players wanted to prove who the best of the best really was. Defense mattered because domination mattered. Pride mattered. According to Brown, that mentality no longer exists, and LeBron represents that shift. One of Brown's biggest criticisms is LeBron's reliance on statistics. He calls LeBron the ultimate stat patter. Not because LeBron isn't great, but because longevity has been confused with dominance. Brown argues that playing 23 seasons, averaging 25 to 27 points while load managing and controlling minutes, naturally leads to record-breaking totals. That doesn't make someone the greatest scorer ever. It makes them the most durable. Brown says if Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant had played 23 or 24 seasons at a high level, LeBron wouldn't be the all-time scoring leader. Jordan played in an era with fewer three-point attempts, more physical defense, and less spacing. Even so, Brown believes Jordan could have reached close to 50,000 points if he extended his career the same way LeBron did. The difference is, Jordan practiced so hard that his body wouldn't allow it. That's a key point Kwame keeps coming back to. Jordan and Kobe couldn't play forever because they trained like they were in a Game 7 every day. They didn't pace themselves. They didn't save energy. They didn't prioritize longevity over domination. LeBron, on the other hand, adapted his approach. Brown doesn't knock him for it, but he refuses to call it greatness. Brown also addresses LeBron's scoring style, arguing that LeBron was never a pure bucket getter. He was elite in transition. He was unstoppable downhill. But when it came to half-court shot creation, Brown believes LeBron lacks the arsenal of Jordan, Kobe, Kawhi Leonard, and other elite scorers. Post moves, footwork, counters, fades, balance. Those are skills developed through obsessive repetition, not athletic advantage. Brown doesn't stop there. He claims LeBron has actively used media relationships to push the GOAT narrative. He names ESPN, Disney, Los Angeles Media, Clutch Sports, and figures like Rich Paul as part of a machine designed to elevate LeBron's legacy beyond what the basketball itself shows. According to Brown, this is why voices like Shannon Sharpe, Nick Wright, Draymond Green, and others constantly defend LeBron, no matter the criticism. Kwame also points directly to finals records. 6-0 for Jordan. 4 wins in 10 finals appearances for LeBron. To Brown, that alone ends the debate. He says you cannot compare dominance on the biggest stage, and no amount of context, excuses, or narrative building changes that reality. When the lights were brightest, Jordan never lost. One of the most telling moments Brown shares is watching Kobe Bryant do defensive slide drills after being criticized. Kobe didn't talk, he didn't complain, he fixed it. That mentality, according to Brown, is what separates legends from long career stars. LeBron, in contrast, argues with referees, conserves energy, and prioritizes offense and visibility. Brown also criticizes LeBron's late career shot selection, pointing out logo threes and flashy attempts that feel more performative than effective. He believes these are attempts to counter narratives rather than organic parts of LeBron's game. According to Brown, Jordan and Kobe never played around with shots. Every rep had purpose. Every move had intent. The broader point Kwame Brown is making is cultural. Basketball used to be about proving superiority, about earning respect through domination. Today, it's about branding, friendships, and narratives. LeBron, in Brown's view, embodies that shift. Not because he's untalented, but because his approach reflects a different priority. In the end, Brown doesn't deny LeBron's greatness. He acknowledges the longevity. He acknowledges the production. He even acknowledges that LeBron maximized every advantage available to him. But greatness, to Brown, isn't about how long you play or how many points you accumulate. It's about how you played, how you prepared, and how you dominated when it mattered most. Kwame Brown believes the GOAT debate should stop altogether because it always requires tearing someone down. But if the debate continues, he's firm in his stance. LeBron James does not belong in the same conversation as Michael Jordan. Not in skill, not in mentality, not in preparation, and not in dominance. According to Brown, real basketball fans already know this. Former players know this. People who lived through those eras know this. The only people still arguing are those influenced by modern media narratives and stat sheets. And as long as those narratives exist, the debate will continue. But for Kwame Brown, the verdict is already in. Michael Jordan is the standard. Kobe Bryant followed that blueprint. LeBron James carved his own path. Impressive, historic, and durable, but not legendary in the way the GOAT conversation demands. At the end of the day, this isn't about hating LeBron James or denying what he's accomplished. Longevity matters. Availability matters. Production matters. But greatness at the GOAT level has always meant more than just numbers. It's about how you imposed your will on the game, how you prepared when nobody was watching, and how you performed when everything was on the line. That's the standard Kwame Brown is talking about, and it's the standard many fans believe has been watered down over time. The real reason this debate keeps getting heated is because modern basketball has blurred the line between dominance and durability. Social media, highlights, and non-stop coverage make it easier to push narratives than to break down the game honestly. Stats can tell part of the story, but they don't show mindset, preparation, or fear factor. And according to Kwame, when you truly study the footage and listen to players who lived those eras, the gap between Jordan and LeBron becomes impossible to ignore. Now the question shifts to you. How do you define greatness? Is it rings, skill, mentality, and domination? Or longevity, stats, and influence? Because depending on that answer, the GOAT conversation changes completely. Let us know where you stand, drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're enjoying these deep basketball breakdowns, make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned, because this debate isn't going anywhere anytime soon.